Hi, I'm Aquino, and this is my review of the prequel to the popular Planet of the Apes franchise, Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Basically, the story is about a young scientist who is developing a cure to Alzheimer's, mainly because his father, played by John Lithgow, has Alzheimer's, and he wants to cure him. So and of course most of those kinds of things are tested on apes and chimpanzees. So, but once an experiment goes awry, they cut his funding, and he finds out that the reason why the experiment went awry was that the ape that the primate that they were testing it on was pregnant and was protecting her child. And her child was Caesar, played motion capture animated, more like it, by Andy Serkis, most famous for being Gollum in Lord of the Rings, and King Kong in King Kong. And Will takes the young Caesar home to his father, where they would both take care of him. And 5 years have passed, and they slowly discover that that they shouldn't own an ape. So they take him to this ape shelter in San Francisco. But it turns out the people there are very inhumane, most notably the owner of the shelter's son, played by Harry Potter's Tom Felton. He was good in the movie, but let's face it, judging by what he's doing in the movie, Malfoy still hasn't learned his lesson. So, basically, Caesar starts to bond with all the other primates in that shelter, and he slowly but surely begins his revolution against humanity. Now, the acting was pretty good, but what I liked about the movie was that, surprisingly, they focused less on the humans and more on the apes, which I thought was actually a pretty good move. And all the actors were pretty good. But the best performance by far was Andy Serkis as Caesar. He didn't really talk that much up until the middle of the movie, but he was fantastic as Caesar. I think he should be now this might be a bit of a stretch, but he could be a good possibility for Best Supporting Actor at the Academy Awards. But then again, I also thought the same thing for Alan Rickman in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, but I don't know if they would do that. But yeah, this was a very, very, very well done film. It really paved the way to what would happen next in the franchise, which was, of course, the original 60s film with Charlton Heston. In fact, they have a few references to the film, to the originals. Well, more like little hints. Like, for instance, they see Charlton Heston on TV. Well, like from an old movie. Not exactly Charlton Heston's character, but just him in a different movie on television. And one of the cool things that I liked, and what I hoped, was that someone would say, "You damn dirty ape." And, well, someone did, but I'm not saying who. But, all in all, it was a very well done film, brilliantly directed, well scripted, well acted. I think this might be one of the best films one of the most, revolutionary films I've seen like this in a long time. Possibly the best Planet of the Apes movie since the original with Charlton Heston. Maybe even more. But yeah, that is my review of Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I'm Marco Aquino, and until next time, whoever doesn't like this movie is a damn dirty human. Not ape. Because, well, you know. Goodbye.